The Sidemen, a YouTube supergroup. Actually, the YouTube supergroup. I mean, if you don't know who they are and what they're about, you're living under a rock. But today, we're gonna try something a little bit different with this YouTube supergroup. We are taking the Sidemen FC, their team from the charity football match that they have, and placing them into FIFA 20, putting them into the 5th English division, and trying to make the Sidemen European champions. It's going to be an absolutely unreal journey, and I hope you guys are keen for the ride. But lads, we are on the absolute grind towards 400,000 subscribers, and still over 90% of you watching the video right now are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. So the main objective is to win the UEFA Champions League. Every game in the rebuild is simulated except for the Champions League final. The transfers can be as unrealistic or realistic as we like. There's a big focus on the transfer window. And finally, of course, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules. Let's get into the rebuild. As you guys can see, this is the opening side we have with the Sidemen. We've got all 7 of the Sidemen members in the starting 11, and then a few extras like Charlie Morley, JME, the Grime MC, Lachlan, the Fortnite YouTuber. We've also got Manny up there, the left winger. And on the bench, we've got Killer Keemstar, FaZe Adapt, Rice Gum, and Alfie Days. Those 3 other players are just random generated players to fill up the squad, but we've gone a little bit crazy. And as you can see, here's the look at Vicstar. We've got the big man himself, Bazinga, in the defense. If I'm being honest, Bazinga is probably my favorite Sideman. Tobe Jizzle is going to pull strings in the midfield. Zerka, the dad of the group, I've given him the captain's armband. Although, to be honest, I feel like we could have gone a little bit crazier with his beard. Mini Minter in at attacking midfield. Rotashaw running down the right wing, giving him that number 7 jersey. And KSI. We've actually got his face scan. Another modder made a face scan of KSI, which has been made public to use. So I would be a fool not to put that in here. We have KSI at striker. But anyways, lads, our first signing with the Sidemen, with Sidemen FC, is going to be for a little upgrade to the defense. Don't have heaps of money to work with, but we have brought in Archie Proctor from AFC Wimbledon for £50,000. We have also decided to sign a new right back, Andre Reynolds II, one of the coolest names I've seen in a while. The American right back signing from Chicago Fire for 150k. Also, just quietly, obviously I'm not going to show you every single game we have, but I wanted to make a note that the first goal in professional football for Sidemen FC was scored by bloody Vicstar. Vic! Well done, mate. No surprise, though, that we haven't had too ridiculous of a transfer window. Had a pretty limited budget here. So Proctor and Reynolds II into the club. Very, very interested to see what sort of shape we're in this first season. So the push for promotion is well and truly alive. We find ourselves sitting 3rd in the National League behind Woking and Barnet in the halfway point of this season. But given how good a start of the season both Barnet and Woking have had, it looks like our best bet of getting up to the League 2 is to go through the playoffs. I have decided to go all out here and spend the majority of our remaining transfer budget on a new man in between the sticks. Sorry, Charlie Morley, but we are upgrading. We have signed Gavin Bazunu, the Irish goalkeeper, 17 years of age, has the face scan. He's from Man City. We've signed him for £420,000. So yeah, no surprise that Bazunu was our only signing of the January transfer window here. Surely he's going to make a big impact for us, however. Let's crack on and see if we do get promoted in the first season with Sidemen FC. So we have finished comfortably in 3rd position. Funnily enough though, Barnet have not only caught up to, but have overtaken Woking, and they've had an invincible season to get promoted. So now it's a fight between ourselves, Woking, Wrexham, Notts County, Sutton, and Stockport. for that final promotion spot. At the other end of the spectrum, however, it is Chorley and Flied, both being relegated from the National League. Unfortunately, lads, we are not getting promoted in this first season. We have lost in the playoff semi-final 3-2 to Sutton. But Woking deserved to go up to the second division. They take down Sutton 3-1 in the playoff final. Liverpool have won the Champions League here for season number 1. And Borussia Dortmund take down Arsenal to win the Europa League. Just a quick little look at the stats. Mini Minter banging in the goals for fun. 23 goals, 18 assists. Mini Minter killing it. But we need to take a moment of silence, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first departure thanks to retirement. Killer Keemstar, better suited behind the desk of Drama Alert, retiring from a short stint in semi-professional footballer. Cheers, Keem. Cheers, mate. But that is season number 1 done and dusted with Sidemen FC. Let's crack on, make some improvements, and hopefully get promoted to the 4th division in season 2. Season number 2 begins with a player signing to the midfield. It is Matt O'Reilly joining us from Fulham FC, £600,000 for the Englishman, a great addition to the midfield hopefully. And we are going to try making a free agent signing here. We have stumbled upon this man here, Zach Benning, 65 rated, 18-year-old English striker. Him and KSI could hopefully form a dream partnership up top. Alfie Days has been shipped out of the club off to Boreham Wood for 48.5k. Good luck, Alfie Days, good luck. And in a move that I didn't want to make, the first sideman has been sold. Zerka has been sold to Wrexham for £260,000. I know in the introduction of these videos I say, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player, but I would understand if a few people are butthurt right now. Sorry, Zerka. We have also sold JME. JME is headed to Dagenham and Redbridge. We have made an addition to our backline, however. Sam McCallum is headed to Coventry City, or is signing from Coventry City for £800,000. Okay, this is one that I didn't want to do. Last year, we re-signed Mini Minter to a new contract, and we couldn't get a deal done without a release clause in there. I did not expect the release clause to be paid, however. Mini Minter has been sold to Halifax for £210,000. Oh dear. So there we go. A controversial transfer window to say the least. We've sold 2 sidemen, and we've also sold JME and Alfie Days. Oh god, I hope people aren't too pissed off, but we've made some good signings to be fair. O'Reilly, Benning and McCallum. Interested to see how it all works out in terms of a promotion push. Just a little update on how the squad is looking, by the way. I have switched to a 4-4-2 formation. Bazinga has taken the captain's armband, and FaZe Adapt has made it into the starting 11. Fair play, son. The promotion push is well and truly alive once again. It looks like it's really between ourselves, Cambridge United, and Stockport for that top spot. We're going to have a little bit of work to do if we want to win the league this season and get promoted, however. Another big addition to the midfield, however, it is Tino Anjorin signing from Chelsea. £800,000 for the 19-year-old midfielder. Have had to overpay quite a lot in the wage department, but I'm thinking long term here. I'm thinking this guy can grow with us up to the Championship or the Premier League. Don't know about going the whole way, but I think it's worth it for the meanwhile. So there it is, just the signing of Anjorin into the starting 11. Hopefully he can help us make a push for promotion. Let's see how we finish up in season 2 with the Sidemen. Cambridge United have finished ahead of us. They've broken away from the pack in the second half of the season and have gone undefeated. We couldn't have done much better than that. They've got 136 points. We are in the playoffs for the second straight year. Dagenham and Flied have finished in the bottom 2 spots, however. But we have been promoted into League 2 in comfortable circumstances, absolutely destroying Stockport 5-0 in the promotion playoff final. Come on the side, man. Let's go, lads. On the European front, it is Atletico Madrid who take down Juve 1-0, and Man United take down Real Betis to win the Europa League. KSI and Benning carrying the lads, although no assist for KSI, which I find ironic considering he literally assisted the careers of every UK YouTuber. But we crack on. Season 3, we're into the 4th division. Very excited to see what we can do moving forward. Season 3 and life in League 2 begins with another free agent signing. We have stumbled upon another young weapon here, Hamza Bourabia, the Moroccan centre-back, 71 rated already. I'm not quite too sure whose regen he would be because I don't think Benassi would have retired yet, but you know what? I am not complaining in the slightest. Bourabia, Hamza, welcome to the Sidemen, buddy. You also might have seen that I was in transfer talks with Hertha Berlin when I did sign Hamza, and that was to bring in the Australian right midfielder, Bruce Pearce. £1 million on the dot, overpaid slightly, but I'm very hopeful that he can bang in the goals for us here. So not too ridiculous of a transfer window. Hamza and Pearce both into the side. Hopefully, they can help us survive relegation here in League 2. Again, you guys in the comment section on previous rebuilds have been asking for more consistent updates on the squad, so I'm going to do it virtually every start of the season. But this is how the squad is growing. A few players streaking ahead like Bandazuna and Bourabia, but we'll see how we go. Hopefully survive relegation. Forget surviving relegation, lads. We are sitting 5th in League 2 at the moment, currently occupying a playoff spot, and it looks like potentially promotion is on the cards. 54 points here. Got a little bit of work to do if we want to get into the automatic spots, but it's not too far ahead of us. Squad numbers have been extremely thin throughout the majority of this rebuild, so I'm going to go ahead here and sign a few players. The first one is going to be Martins here, Otávio Alberto Trezevan Martins, a Brazilian midfielder. 2 more players in here, Bertel, a striker, and then Miguel Angel Santana Abreu, the Spanish goalkeeper, all as backup players. And finally, a German midfielder in Stefan Fechner, 58 rated, nothing to write home about, but definitely going to help fill up the squad. So there we go. This January transfer window was all about getting the squad sorted for the future and making sure that if we get a bunch of injuries, we're not going to be up shit creek without a paddle. Oh my God. We have done it, lads. We have been promoted quite comfortably up to League 1. Back-to-back promotions, finishing 2nd here in EFL League 2, 102 points, 2 points behind Forest Green, and 5 points ahead of Bradford City. So I'm not complaining. We're up to the 3rd division next season. Going down to the National League, however, it's going to be Morecambe and Carlisle United. Man City have come away as FA Cup champions. Liverpool have come away as Carabao Cup champions. Sunderland have won the Leasing.com trophy. And it is Walsall taking down Tranmere to get promoted alongside ourselves, Forest Green and Bradford City, up to the 3rd division. The honours keep on coming for Liverpool, Champions League winners. And Arsenal have received a major honour here, taking down Ajax 3-2 to win the Europa League. What a debut season it was for Bruce Pearce though. Our initial investment already paying off as the Australian scores 22 goals. Again, no assists for KSI. Also, just quietly, Gavin Bazunu is giving me a lot of hope. He's grown 6 overall this season. What is in that man's water? So things are going according to plan here. Back-to-back promotions. We're in the 3rd division as we head into Season 4. Life in the 3rd division begins with a new striker joining the squad here. A massive upgrade up top. James Scott signing from Motherwell in the Scottish League here. We have brought him in for £4 million on the dot. Again, limited budget and the squad's starting to grow ahead, but also numbers in the squad continually thinning. So we're going to bring in another batch of free agent regens. Adrian Gomes Aju, a Spanish defender, signing for free. Mattia Di Grazia. He actually looks alright, to be fair. An Italian centre-back, 65 rated. Keen to see what he can do. And a man with one of the cooler names I've seen in a while, Marcus Soderstrom, the Swedish attacking midfielder. That's a cool name, but he's joining on a free as well. We have decided to sell one of our fake made-up players that were put in the mod to begin with. Alfie Monksfield headed to Shanghai for £52,000. Big dosh right there, big dosh. And we have decided to sell Charlie Morley to Östersunds, I believe in the Swedish league. We've sold him there for £125,000. Laters, Charlie. Oh, I'm in the business of ruffling feathers, but we have sold Tobe Jizzle to the exact same club for £83,000. Wanted to get some money for him. He wasn't going to be young enough to last the entirety of the rebuild, so I've decided to part companies with Tobe Jizzle. We've also decided to sell Brian Lee. Rice Gum headed to Arbor Club for £75,000. So there we go, lads. Another very busy transfer window. A lot of players in and a lot of big names out of the club. And as we begin life in League One, this is how the starting 11 is looking. A lot of players in the low to mid 70s. And then you just have Bazunu absolutely wiping the floor. 77 rated at age 20. This kid could be anything. Hey, things are doing pretty well. Your boy got manager of the month. Let's go. Okay. I will not complain in the slightest about this. As it stands, we are on track for back-to-back promotions. Currently top of the 3rd division on 67 points. We are in a brilliant spot. Come on, the Sidemen, let's go. Manny's actually been one of the highest rated players for us in this rebuild, but I have decided to part company with him as well. He is off to the Italian leagues, signing here for £1.7 million. And we've used that money to upgrade that left mid / left wing spot. Anthony Gordon coming down from Everton for 2.6 mil. So there we go, lads. A very left-hand side of the midfield focused window. Gordon in, Manny out. Are we going to hold on to that top spot and get up to the championship? Let's find out. We have done it with absolute ease. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sidemen have won EFL League One. We've won the English 3rd division, ourselves in Portsmouth, up to the championship next season, with Sunderland, Peterborough, Coventry and Luton Town all battling it out. At the other end of the table, however, Colchester, Burton Albion, Rotherham United and Bradford City all headed down to League 2. Man City took down Spurs to win the FA Cup. Liverpool have won the Carabao Cup. Luton Town have won the Leasing.com trophy. And it is Peterborough joining ourselves and Portsmouth in the championship. Barcelona win yet another Champions League title. And it is AS Roma winning an all-Italian Europa League final. Dude, what is going on with Bruce Pearce? 33 goals for him. This dude is carrying us on his shoulders. Zach Benning as well, scoring goals for fun. So things are honestly progressing at a much more rapid rate than I first anticipated. As we head into Season 5, we also head into the championship. And if we can make it 4 promotions in a row, I would be bloody over the moon. We say goodbye to one of our starting players, the man with the coolest name in football, Andre Reynolds II, headed to Midtjylland here in Denmark for £3.4 million. But his replacement, oh my god, his replacement has me salivating. It is Kiana Horva, the Dutch right back from Liverpool, signing for £8.5 million. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's go, lads, let's go. It's almost becoming clockwork now. Go into the free agents, find the best few and sign them up to the squad. Eduardo Flavia de Abrua, or Barbosa, I'm just going to call him Barbosa, signing here. 63 rated at age 17. That is pretty damn good. And another young player who has some pretty good stats, Marcel Yarmfi, the German defender, signing here on a free as well. Lachlan, my fellow Australian, he's leaving the club. He's headed back down to the National League, signing with Dover Athletic for £120,000. Marcus Soderstrom is loaned out for the next season. He's off to the Dutch League, playing with FC Twente on a loan. So there we go, another pretty busy transfer window here with the Sidemen. Hova has me very, very keen to see what he can do. A huge improvement. Have you guys noticed, like, every season now, like the first few seasons I try to sign a few decent players, and then I get to this point where the squad needs maybe 1 or 2 glaring upgrades. So I spend the majority of the budget on that. Bazunu has already made it into the 80s though. This dude must be on some PEDs. This is unreal. Bending up to a 77. Hover's a 76. We've got O'Reilly and Andrin as well in the mid-70s. This team is coming along brilliantly. I mean, I knew we were going along brilliantly, but I didn't think it was that good. our chances for 4 promotions in a row are well and truly alive because we are currently top of the championship this season. Oh my god. Not going to get too carried away though because it is an extremely close top 7 race really, I would say. And we know the championship is the craziest league in the world, so I'm not counting my eggs before they hatch. But we're going to do everything in our power to make the squad stronger and give ourselves the best chance of promotion to the Premier League. Sam McCallum sold to PSV for £23 million. And we've made an upgrade, 6 overall higher, and we've saved about, what, 8 million or so pounds because we have signed Jamal Lewis for £17.4 million from Lyon. 81 rated. That is unreal. So a transfer window focused on the left backs. Lewis in, McCallum out. I'm buzzing with that. But we have bottled automatic promotion here with the Sidemen. Bristol City and West Ham automatically up to the Prem. So it's between ourselves, Leeds United, Brentford and Swansea City to fight it out for the last spot. However, it is West Brom, Blackburn and Ipswich all down to the 3rd division. That's a bit of a fall from grace for West Brom given they've just been promoted in real life. Man City have won the FA Cup here in Season 5. Man United have won the Carabao Cup. We have been promoted to the Premier League 4 promotions in a row. That is unbelievable. And to make it even sweeter, we've taken down Brentford in the playoff final. Name a better combo. Brentford and losing playoff finals. Come on, Fulham. Atletico Madrid have won another Champions League title here. And Spurs. I never thought I'd see the day. Spurs have won the Europa League. Our top growers from this 5th season, however, Buddy Tino is up to a 77. Benning is up to an 80. Bazunu's up to an 83. This team is just absolutely ridiculous. Even old mate Bazinga, Bez, at a 29-year-old age, is now going up to +2 this season. That's gross. I never thought I'd say this sentence, but the Sidemen are now a Premier League football club. Let's crack on and try surviving relegation, although knowing the trend of this rebuild, we'll probably bloody win the Premier League. Look at that, fellas. We've got the Premier League badge now. KSI has made it to the Premier League with the Sidemen. Same deal with Rodashaw. He's holding his own, to be fair, as well. And I didn't think this would be the case, but Vicstar has made it into the Premier League too. Go on, Vic. Bazinga continuing to carry the ship, however, 62 rated, continues to grow. He's made it to the Prem. And somehow, FaZe Adapt has made it to the Premier League as well. What a weird timeline. But anyways, it is time for us to get serious, get focused, and try surviving the relegation battle this season with the Sidemen. Our first piece of business is to sign Nulan Perez, the Argentinian defender, signing here for £20 million from Hamburg. And we have decided to part companies with Anthony Gordon, a pretty short stay at the club, but he's headed to Bristol City for 6.5 mil. We have also decided to loan out Marcel Yamfi to the Turkish League here for the next season. Our big marquee signing of the Premier League era is here, however. It is Rabbi Matondo, the Welshman, joining us from Schalke for £17.8 million. Also, just quietly, that is a tiny bit of business there from Eastleigh. The non-league side have just become £92.8 million richer. But that is our opening transfer window into the Premier League, done and dusted. 2 big signings in Perez and Matondo. In all honesty, I don't know if we have enough to survive relegation this season, but we're going to find out the answer sooner rather than later. This is the side that is going to try surviving relegation this season. Obviously, it's very mixed and matched right now. Certain areas a lot stronger than others. And we definitely do not have a great deal of quality in depth. So we need a healthy season, that is for sure. Okay, I will definitely take this. This has been a very strong start to the season, aided by the fact that teams like Burnley, Sheffield United and West Ham have been absolutely trash. But we find ourselves in 13th position. That is much better than I initially expected. We're not going to rest on our start of the season, however. We're going to crack on and hopefully go to a different level. Bruce Pearce headed to FC Metz here for 7.4 mil. And I did purposefully save a little bit of money from the opening window just so I could assess the side in the January window and save up for somebody like this We've actually got a pretty good bargain here, however. Adam Klozek has signed across from Crystal Palace for £30.2 million, 83 rated. This guy looks like an absolute weapon of a player. So a very right-hand side of the midfield focused transfer window. Pierce out, Lozek in. Very, very keen to see if he can make a big impact, get some goals, and hopefully climb us up the table. I mean, I was right. He climbed us up the table by one position. You know what? I'm not complaining in the slightest. I thought we were going to be in for a relegation battle this season, but our first season in the Premier League has finished in 12th. At the top of the league, however, Man City have had an invincible season to win the Premier League. And the same clubs that started shit at the start of the season have also finished the season pretty bad. Burnley, Sheffield United, and West Ham all relegated. Liverpool get another FA Cup to their trophy cabinet. I feel like it's just been Man City and Liverpool battling it out domestically, but Man City win the Carabao Cup. Real Madrid take down Bayern Munich to win the Champions League. And again, it's another all-Italian Europa League final. This time, however, Milan come out on top. So that is our start to life in the Premier League done and dusted. A much better start to the season and a much better start to the Premier League life than I expected. But you know what? We can't rest easy. We need to keep building and hopefully push for a top 10 finish next year. All good things must come to an end. We have sold James Scott to Bologna for £21 million to kick off season number 7. But we have done that so that we could have the extra money to go ahead and sign a marquee player. We've used the Scott money plus our initial budget to sign Marcus Rashford. Oh my God, Rashford has joined us here. £66 million from Bayern Munich. What a signing. My expectations for Hamza were honestly much higher. I thought he would grow into an absolute world-class talent, but Hamza Bourabia is headed to Leicester City. And we're going to make a slight little upgrade in the defense here. A player that's younger than Hamza and 4 overall higher. It is for Antonio Rossetti, the Italian defender, joining us from Nice for 26.5 mil. We have also loaned out our backup Spanish goalkeeper, Miguel Angel Santana Abreu, to Leeds United for the next year. And Phase Adapt is the latest one of our initial players to leave the club. Phase Adapt headed to Notts County. So there we go, a pretty rapid transfer window for us. A lot of business to unpack. Rashford and Rossetti, though, no doubt are going to be some big improvements for the squad. So here's a look at the team. It's clear to see that Bazunu and Rashford are the standout players so far. Bazunu could honestly get to 99 by the time we're done with this rebuild. He's only 23. He's already 87 rated. Given from where we've signed him, that is just unbelievable. But what is even more unbelievable is our Premier League standings at the halfway point of the season. We are sitting in second here. Oh my God. I wanted a top 10 finish. We could have a top 1 finish, but definitely a top 4 finish is on the cards. And we are not here to stuff around. Oh my God. We are going to sign our first and honestly probably only pre-contract signing of this Sidemen rebuild. It is Haaland joining us on a free transfer from Manchester United next season. The Norwegian striker, the Terminator. He's not a real human, is he? He's just AI made, but Haaland is joining us on a free transfer. Oh my God. No surprise that when we've signed Haaland, we're not going to do much other business in the transfer window. I am unbelievably gacked up to have him into the squad next season. That is going to be insane. I'm just hopeful now that we have Champions League football for him. Lads, we're doing so well that everybody wants us. Bloody Brighton have offered us £946,000 per week to take over. At the end of Season 7, the Sidemen FC, have finished second in the Premier League. Second. We've got Champions League football coming to our club next season. I am unbelievably excited for that. The 3 relegated sides this season, however, are going to be Fulham, Leicester, and Southampton. Oh my. Arsenal have won the FA Cup this season. Man United take down Liverpool on penalties to win the Carabao Cup. Man City take down Lille to win the Champions League. And it is Arsenal winning yet another Europa League title, taking down PSG. Fair play to them. What a debut season it was for Marcus Rashford, however. 28 goals, our top goal scorer, 16 assists to his name as well. What a season, Marcus. And in terms of growth, Tino up to an 84. I thought he'd be a player that I would probably sell around this point, but honestly, if he keeps up this growth, the sky's the limit. But in a very sad moment of this Sidemen rebuild, KSI has announced his retirement from professional football. He's down to a 54 rating. He is leaving the club at the end of the season. KSI, you a real one. Thank you for your involvement. It's time to say goodbye to KSI. But lads, we move on now to season number 8 with Sidemen FC. Champions League football ahead. Oh my god. How are we going to go? I don't know, but I'm hopeful. God damn, this is satisfying to look at. We have finally got into the club. It is Erling Braut Haaland, the Norwegian striker. We signed him on a free last season from Manchester United, but he's finally made the move. He's finally a Sidemen FC player. Welcome, mate. This is unreal. We are going to part companies, however, with Rabbi Matondo. The Welshman is headed to Inter Milan. We got a bloody good price for him. 71.3 million. That is unreal. We've also sold Perez to Watford for 39 million pounds. We have a lot of money to do a lot of bloody business now, a lot of damage. We are going to go ahead and sign a world-class centre-back, however. Dominic Pollock, an English centre-back, 21 years of age, already 88 rated. We have signed him from Wolfsburg for 79.8 million pounds. We've also gone for an upgrade at the left back spot. Nuno Tavares signing here from Cagliari for 36.9 mil. And because of that, we have sold Jamal Lewis to Man City for 50.2 million pounds. I love release clauses. Valencia, you absolute fools, you absolute pagans. They had a release clause of 46.7 million pounds for Sandro Tonali, which I was more than willing to activate for a player that's worth 63 million pounds, if not more. Sandro Tonali, welcome to the midfield of Sidemen FC. Told you it was going to be a big bloody window. Matt O'Reilly. Again, this price just blows my mind. But Bayern Munich have signed Matt O'Reilly for 102.4 million pounds. That is unbelievable. And we have signed a new centre-back, another starting centre-back, Ibrahima Konate signing here from Lazio for 72.6 million. So yeah, one of the more insane transfer windows we've had, not just in this rebuild, but in rebuild history. 236 million pounds of players in, 262 million pounds worth of players out. Got a bit of money as well to do some business in January. But I'm very excited for this season. Let's crack on and see what the squad's looking like and then what our Champions League group is looking like. As you can see here, the side has just gone to another level in this transfer window. A few players still slacking off, still lacking behind, but a lot of the squad are just like at their end game. A lot of the players just absolutely unbelievable. But the first Champions League group in Sidemen FC history is as follows. Inter Milan, so we're going to have to take on Rabbi Matondo, and then Anderlecht and Moscow. I fully expect us to get out of the group. You would obviously assume that Inter are going to be the biggest problem. They're going to be the biggest opposition, but I want to get out of the group. I want to get to the knockout rounds. I want to go deep with the Sidemen this season. And that is exactly what we do. It's actually a lot closer than I first anticipated. We dropped a lot of points there. 4 draws, 2 wins, and 0 losses, but those draws really, really hurt. Doesn't matter though. We've made it to the round of 16 of the Champions League. Let's go see who we're facing. Not an easy proposition in the slightest. We have been matched up with Atletico Madrid in the round of 16 of the Champions League. A huge huge challenge. They've won it, I think, 2 or 3 times already in this rebuild, so we're going to have to be on top of our game. Halfway through the Premier League season, however, well, on the 1st of January, we find ourselves equal first in the Premier League title race, ourselves and Liverpool on 57 points. Man City breathing down our necks on 55, but we're currently invincible. I would love if we went invincible as the Sidemen. Gonna do some business here in the January transfer window, however. Louis Maximiano signing for £24 million as a backup goalkeeper from Schalke. A big pickup that. And we have signed what I believe is Riyad Mahrez's regen. It is Ayoub Benrahma signing for £32.7 million from Manchester City. So there we go. We have stretched our budget like there is no tomorrow. Spent virtually every pound we have in the club. But our team is just absolutely unreal now. And I'm very excited to see how we can stack up against Atletico Madrid. Fingers crossed it's well. Here we go, lads. It is time for the first leg here. We have the home leg up first, which I'm not overly stoked about. You guys know that I love to have the away leg first. So for me, the biggest key is to keep a clean sheet here against Atletico Madrid. Now, the good thing about this mod is that... The good thing is we can watch it in real time, but they've scored an away goal in the 3rd minute. Luckily, Haaland has equalised, but that throws out the idea and the desire for a clean sheet out the window. Not much else going on so far. Valera gets an injury for them. João Felix gets a 2nd goal for Atletico Madrid. This is not going to plan. Can we get an equaliser? No, we can't. A huge advantage for Atletico Madrid, 2-1. So we've got 2 away goals that we have to get off the board. Even if we win this 1-0, Atletico still go through due to away goals rule, which is a huge, huge disadvantage. So we have to score 2 goals, no questions asked. I want to get an early goal just like they got. They get another goal there, come on. We still have to score 2, but that would only send it to extra time. Come on, somebody step up for us here. This has been a crap showing. Ruben Neves, the only goal in this second leg. They get a red card and they get a 2nd goal. How is that working? How is that fair? How have they scored a goal a minute after going down to 10 men? Tierney's made it 3. Are you kidding me? What? Whilst it was heartbreak in the Champions League, lads, we are Premier League champions with the Sidemen. Sidemen FC. 103 points, Centurions, Premier League champions. Unfortunately not Invincibles, but you know what? I don't care. We have won a Premier League title with the Sidemen. I never thought I'd say that. At the other end of the table, however, it is Norwich, Bristol City, and Palace all being relegated. Liverpool have won the FA Cup title this season, and we have won the Carabao Cup with the Sidemen taking down Man City 2-0. Unreal. Some success at Wembley for the Sidemen. It was an El Clasico Champions League final, which Real Madrid won on penalties. And yet another Europa League title there for AC Milan. Our big winner this season was Adam Lozek, who did score 30 goals and get 18 assists. That is unbelievable stat lines there from Lozek, the Czech midfielder. 87 rated for him. What a season, though, from a lot of our lads. Rashford as well. 27 goals, 19 assists. That is brilliant. But anyways, lads, things are really going to plan here. Premier League and Carabao Cup champions as the Sidemen. But now, we want the big one. We need to go further than the bloody round of 16. We're going to crack on into Season 9 and go a big push for the Champions League. Going to go for an upgrade at the right back spot here to kick off this 9th season with the Sidemen. It is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've kind of gone for an all or nothing mentality this season. Wan-Bissaka, 29 years of age, reaching the pinnacle of his career. 89 rated. We have signed him from Man United for 62.4 million. Have also decided to sign a backup striker here in Ellis Sims. I tried to sign him, to be honest, earlier when I ended up getting James Scott, but Ellis Sims has signed from Everton for £40 million. Again, I didn't think there were that many big things that needed to change with the squad this season, but Wan-Bissaka and Sims into the club. Very hopeful, lads. Very hopeful. I mean, look at that. What? 1, 2, 3, 4 of our players, and potentially 5 or 6 by the time the season's done, have made it to the 90s. Bazunu, our captain, 91 rated at age 25. Like, are you taking the piss, bro? That is unbelievable. What a pickup he was in Season 1. He is the true hero so far of this rebuild. But we are in the Champions League once again, Group E this season. A little bit more difficult of a group, I would say. I definitely want to make sure that we top the group this season as like a signal of intent, a show of dominance. We have Leverkusen, Benfica, and Besiktas. Let's go find out. Are we back to the round of 16? We'll simulate in 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. I thought we'd do well, but not that well. 6 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, and just 1 goal conceded across all 6 games. That's impressive. But in the round of 16, we have been matched up against Juventus. Come on. Back-to-back titles is looking a little bit difficult at the moment, however. Currently sitting in 3rd position, 7 points behind Man City. But when push comes to shove, all I'm after is a top 4 finish so that we can have another shot at the Champions League next season. No business in this January transfer window, however. I'm so excited to see what this squad can do. I think we've made the necessary improvements. We've had the necessary growth. But now, we just need the necessary results on the field. Showtime, lads. The Champions League round of 16. The spot where we fell last season. We have the away leg up first here against Juventus, which is absolutely brilliant to see. Come on, lads. Yes, that is a dream start. Haaland in the 3rd minute, slotting that penalty home to give us the away goal advantage. I want plenty of away goals on the board for us here to give us the lead against Juventus. Come on, lads. Into the second half. Benrahma's on, Chalobah's on for them. Haaland gets a brace. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. 61st, but they get a goal back through Ganago. Not great. We do have an away goal. It's going to end 2-1, but we have an away goal on the board. Or 2 away goals on the board, and that's important. Okay, so the ball is in our court to hopefully get out of the Champions League round of 16. We are at home. We are taking on Juventus. We've got 2 away goals. They're going to need to score. They're virtually in the position that we were in last year. They're going to have to score 2 goals. If we can get an early goal on the board here, that's going to help us a lot. Salah gets a yellow card for them. Come on, lads. If it stays 0-0, I would be stoked. If nothing happens to our side, no injuries, no suspensions with Pollock. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka, a lot going on there. Rashford has extended our lead to 3-1, though. And as the seconds tick less, time is running out for Juventus, and that is fine by me. Chalobah equalizes, but it's all good. It's all good. A little worried there for a second, but we are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And in the Champions League quarterfinals, we're taking down Lyon. We can't underestimate them because look what that did to City. All right, lads, here we go. The home leg up first of this Champions League quarterfinals. Not stoked about that, but like I've said plenty of times, clean sheet is priority number 1. Rashford in the 4th minute. That is ideal. Tonali does get a yellow. We are slightly understrength, however. We have got we've got Wan-Bissaka and our other bloody centre-back out through suspension. They've got an away goal, though. But Rashford puts us back in front. But they have an away goal through David, which I'm not stoked about. Come on, make it 3-1, somebody please. Final 10 minutes. The scoreline is going to end up as a 2-1 win. But I'm nervous, lads. We've left the door slightly ajar there for Lyon. Okay, lads. I'm nervous. Definitely anxious. That would go away if we get an away goal nice and early here. But for as long as Lyon have the away goal advantage, that gets me a little bit angsty. A little bit angsty, lads. Come on, somebody score early for us. Yes! Let's go. The angst is dead and buried. Haaland makes it 1-0 and 3-1 on aggregate. Lozek does get a yellow card, though, which ain't great. Franco gets a yellow card for them. They need to score 2 goals here, Lyon. Half an hour remaining. Come on. Nothing happened. Please, nothing. Lozek! We're going to go through to the semis, lad. Lozek made it 2-0 and 4-1. Hold on. There it is. Champions League semi-final bound for the first time, Sidemen FC. And in the semi-finals, we are going to be versing Valencia. Atletico Madrid are 3-0 up against Man City, but we're versing Valencia in the Champions League semis. Oh, here we go. The away leg up first. Come on, we need some away goals on the board, lads. Oh, I sound like a broken bloody record. But all I want is a bloody away goals advantage. And we get the advantage through Tino Angerin, making it 1-0. Bloody brilliant. I'm absolutely losing my mind out here as they get an equalizer through Carranza. Not great. It's 1 goal apiece. We do have the away goal advantage. Come on, somebody. Rashford again. Marcus Rashford and Haaland. Bang, bang. We're 3-1 up just like that. 3 away goals on the board. Can we make it 4 in the final stages? No, we cannot. But you know what? I can't have many bothers about that. 3-1 as we head into the second leg. All right, lads. Here we go. Time for the second leg at home here. Fighting for a spot against either Man City or Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. Come on, lads. Pollock gets a yellow card in the 16th minute. Hopefully that doesn't affect us, although he got suspended the other day, so he should be okay. They get an away goal, which has opened it up again. Padilla Sola, they've got a lot of goals they need to score, but it's opened the door for them. Tavares with yellow, which might rule him out for a potential Champions League final. Lozek scores it! We're headed to the Champions League final. 1-1 in this leg, but it would be 4-2 on aggregate against Valencia. So lads, in the Champions League final, it is going to be Atletico Madrid versus the Sidemen. A sentence I never thought I would say, but it's a big test. I'm very interested to see how a lot of our players perform in game, but most importantly, I'm interested to see whether we can lift that Champions League crown. Taking a look around at the other leagues, however, and it is Inter coming away as Europa League champs. Unfortunately, we are unable to back up and go back-to-back as Premier League champions. That crown goes to Manchester City. But most importantly, if we fall to Atletico Madrid today, we get another shot. 3 teams that don't get another shot, I should say, of playing Premier League football: Stoke, Burnley, and West Ham. All down. We have won the FA Community Shield over Liverpool at the start of the season. Brilliant. Unfortunately, though, we have lost the FA Cup final 2-1 to Man City. But we have absolutely destroyed Arsenal, winning the Carabao Cup 4-0. Okay, I see you. But lads, here's a look at the squad report as we get ready to go to battle in the Champions League final. I absolutely love the team we've put together. I absolutely adore making rebuilds like this, lads. I'm not even going to front. Doing these big project rebuilds are some of my favorite things to do. They are so fun to put together, especially when we get players that I don't use often at all. Like Gavin Bazunu, I hadn't even heard of yesterday or 2 days ago. And now he's our captain, 92 rated, and one of the best players that I have ever used in rebuilds in FIFA 20. But lads, it's showtime. The Sidemen versus Atletico Madrid. Let's get into the Champions League final. Lads, I've had some major technical difficulties here. I've tried to get into the game for the past hour. Every time I'm going into the game, my game is crashing completely. I don't know whether it's to do with the mod, because technically this isn't a part of FIFA, or whether it's to do with something else. It's definitely not my PC, because I've tried it out with other copies of FIFA and it's working fine. So unfortunately, I've made the decision. We're going to have to simulate the Champions League final. Hopefully that doesn't get you guys offside. Hopefully you don't mind that, but I've literally exhausted every single resource. I've spent the past hour or so doing that, so we're going to jump into it. The Champions League final simulated. Let's try getting the job done. All right, so here we go. Different circumstances than what we're normally used to, but it is the Champions League final. Atletico Madrid versus the Sidemen. As you can see, that's the side we have on at the park. Unfortunately, Nuno Tavares is suspended for the final, so we've got Kova in at that left back spot. Very interested to see the Atletico Madrid starting lineup, but it is go time. Who's going to be the hero? They've got a pretty good side there. João Felix, of course, they did destroy us in the round of 16 last season. Nothing happening so far in the Champions League final. We're nearing halftime. Benning gets the yellow card. Haaland is going to give us the lead. in the Champions League final. Come on, lads. It's our game to lose. 20 minutes to go to complete it. Benrahma's been injured. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The Sidemen are European champions. That's the rebuild complete with the Sidemen. 9 seasons. Let's go. There it is, lads. Sandro Tonali next to the Champions League trophy. We have done it. We are European champions with the Sidemen. But lads, that is where we are going to conclude what has been an epic Sidemen rebuild. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. I can't describe how many hours I've put into this rebuild. I've slept probably 3 hours over the past 3 days because I've just been grinding this rebuild out, trying to get it up for you guys. But if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you for the next one very soon. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.